First, focus on the positive changes occurring due to your efforts. Then expand your horizons to permit yourself to trying something new. So many positive shifts are in store for you. The world around you is changing in your favor of your attentions. Even if it seems like you're not making any meaningful progress, things are moving in the right direction. If you see this number, it's a sign that everything will work out in your favor and your dreams will come true soon. Hey rebels. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into this read because I'm hearing Etta James, Trust in Me. And that is a song coming directly from Spirit, saying trust in Him in all you do. I suggest that you go listen to it, even if I forget to put it down in the description box. Spirit wants you to have the faith that they have in you. But I am also hearing a song by Smash Mouth called Rockstar from the movie Shrek. Although it was a movie before Shrek, I believe it was, but either which way. But I am also hearing shit or get off the goddamn pot. So there is a lot of things happening for you, but what's preventing you actually seeing it come into fruition is yourself. Now, let's look at these numbers. You have 1122 and 211 2. Now, almost mirroring numbers, right? Just Spirit is saying there's just a little tweaking that needs to be done for you to see your efforts. You've done the mapping out. You've done the stalling out and being afraid. You've talked to yourself. You've heard the signs. You've seen the signs. The song Rockstar says only shooting stars can break the mold. So the mold can only be broken by you. All right. So let's go ahead, put these over here and see what more Spirit would like for you to know. We are going to take things over here, and there's this energy where it's not necessarily a rush energy, but it's more so momentum. Okay, so you have Cosmic Dancer, Fertilized Soil. Well, I'm sorry, Fertile Soil. I've never seen that one. Master of Manifest. Okay, Master Manifester. Self love and Mystery Gift. Now, this deck definitely does have questionable cards in it that will make you question yourself, but we would like to look at this one here. And it says, the universe is on your side. There is power and magic available to you now. How you choose to assess this power and what you do with it is entirely up to you. So Spirit is saying, get out there and live. There is so much about you during this spiritual journey up until this point that you have felt that you had to be serious all the time in order for the universe to take you serious. Now, yes, there's a measurement of seriousness needed, but there is also this quality in enjoying yourself and what you are doing. Why am I being told to flip this next card? And it says the Hunter. Okay, the Hunter. It's you are ready to take on a new challenge and venture into uncharted territories. Trust your instinct to adapt to the changes, the changing circumstances, and you will come out stronger on the other side. I don't know how much more clear this message is going to get, but we're going to keep on pulling cards because that is what we're here for, right? Spirit wants you to enjoy life. Now, yes, there has been this energy since we brought up Shrek. Let's go ahead and talk about Lord Farquhar. There has been a Lord Farquhar energy that has been chasing you down. Now, notice that I said energy and not person. So you have been constantly in a repetitive cycle with a certain energy, though this energy has showed up in different places, different faces, by different names. And Spirit says that you identified it. So don't dwell on that energy any longer. You know what that entity looks like when it appears in your life. You know why that entity is appearing in your life. But it is time. It has been beyond time for you to give yourself the time and attention, projection, for you to give yourself the time and attention that you have been so graciously given to others, that you have been pouring out of your cup till that thing is dry at the bottom and there's nothing left, that like you're literally taking the cup upside down and shaking it, right? Um, where do we want to go, spirit? And it says, fighting spirit. They know that you have felt drained, and the main reason that you have felt drained is because you have not been pouring back into yourself the way that you have been pouring into others, even those who are not worthy of you pouring into them. And you've known it. Spirit wants you to trust in yourself just as well as Spirit trusting you. Queen of Pentacles. Not only are you independent, and not only have you been working on your independence where you know that you have been codependent on others, you are so resourceful to the extent that your independence, when you go and you learn from others, you are not learning from others from a codependent place. You are accessing what they know. And so you can then nurture yourself with the knowledge and the awareness that they have. But you nourish it so well to the point that it grows beyond the extent that they even taught you, beyond the extent that you were even able to learn the lessons from them. And Spirit wants you to be able to identify yourself, wants you to be able to see yourself. Spirit wants you to stop doubting yourself. Those moments that you get into those spaces of lacking and doubting yourself and wondering, like, you know what, can I really do this? Spirit said you will never know until you continue. It's not about trying anymore. Get rid of the word trying, because when you are in the space of trying, you are not in a space of completing. You're test driving it. You're not making that purchase. You're not completing that purchase. You are not allowing it to become one with yourself. So then you have detox your friendships, baby. Okay. Right? It says your abundance flows. Your abundant flow is being affected by the people with whom you're spending time. So be discerning about your associations and your relationships. Choose to be with people who are inspired and generous and supportive. Now, this is where the conflict come in at. Of course, people are generous, they're supportive, they are appreciative of you so long as they feel that they're benefiting from you. So Spirit wants you to test drive something. You want to try something out? Let's try something out. Stop giving to them. See who still sticks around. Even when you tell them that nothing's wrong and you honestly mean that there's nothing wrong, but you stop giving. Now, those who respond and say, well, something must be wrong because you're not doing this anymore, you're not doing that anymore, those may be the people who you need to be discerning and let go of. Now, those who stick around when you say that there's nothing wrong, but they're still around and they're still living life amongst you and with you, and trusting the fact that, if something was actually wrong, you will let them know, oh, those are good quality people, because they are not angling to get anything from you. They are not trying to put you in a state of mind of wellness and so they can take and receive from you. What do we want with this one? What do we want with this one? And Spirit said with the legal card, it's perfectly fine to go about things this way. You are not omitting. You are not lying. You are not trapping them. You are simply taking inventory of what has the privilege, what will continue to have the privilege to be within your energy space, and what needs to be let go of. Them gold diggers, honey. Transactional relationships, superficial love, materialism. Honey, with the way that the weather has been messed with. Spirit said the seasons are no longer the seasons from your childhood. The seasons are making such a drastic change that you don't know whether it's summer, winter, spring, or fall. Confirmation with the double horn. You don't know what season you are in alignment with others. You only can dictate and know what season you are in. It's not meant for you to convince or persuade somebody of what it is that you're doing, how they should move in order to continue to be in your space. You know what you know, and you know what type of time you got and what type of time you're on. So therefore, if they fall a little bit behind, don't stop their lessons. Let them continue on trying to figure out what their lesson is supposed to be. Let them learn their own lessons. Let them learn to adapt to their own situation. Because when it's in regards to you, who is doing that for you? Now, yes, you have me as a reader. You have other readers, possibly. More than likely you do. Maybe, but maybe you don't. But we're simply here to help guide you, to trigger your mind, to think about yourself, to reflect on your own life and your own circumstances and how you can improve yourself. How can you improve yourself? It is not your responsibility to improve other people's lives unless for whatever reason you feel that they earned it and that you're willing to take on that responsibility just by dipping your toe a little bit in the water. You're not going to take a whole hand of a bulk of their stuff. So Spirit said, should I get off the pot? Are you going to focus on you, or are you going to continue to focus on the he said, she said, and what everybody else is doing and what everybody else is saying about you? Give them something to talk about. Let them say whatever they're going to say. But so long as you know where you are landing, so long as you know the steps that you are taking and the progress and your efforts, that's all that matters. Everybody has their own stories to tell. Everybody reads from their own chapters. Everybody reads at their own pace. Everybody has their own language of understanding and comprehension. But the one that matters the most, due to your life experience, is yours. So then the Spirit whisper, divine guidance, higher knowing, you know, and you know better. You know, and you know better. Okay? All right. And then, honey, and in regards to revenge, the sweetest revenge that you ever know is minding your own business and living your own life. If somebody decides to run towards you like a raging bull, that's because they're triggered by just simply your existence. Spirit said, notice who's running towards you in the rage for revenge. And you've done nothing to them. Even if it is something from the past that you take full accountability and have self-awareness of yourself, of what you've done to them. Whether you knew better or you didn't. Seal those deals with yourself. Have that understanding with yourself. Acknowledge yourself and your wrongdoing and move the fuck along. You paid your debt. And if you haven't paid your debt, honey, I would suggest that you go ahead and pay your debt and remove yourself quickly, because you do not owe your life supply to anybody. Okay? There's a sense of urgency happening. I hear the sirens in the background. And then it says, who in the world are you? Get to know the new you. Rebel. Get to know yourself. Stop seeking your identity in other people's description. Live your life. Okay? Rebels, I am going to leave you there. And matter of fact, hold on. They said split the deck right here. Honey. Temperance. Show yourself patience. But also get on your own ass. Because Spirit is on your ass. You know what you should be doing. You know what you promised yourself that you was going to do. And you know that you are fully capable of it. Remember, down here with the Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Pickles, honey. So whatever it is that you are doing, there are many different ways that you can do it. Okay, because you got kosher, you got dill, you got hot, you got sweet and spice. Honey, there are so many different ways for you to do whatever this is that you are venturing towards for yourself. Spirit says stop procrastinating. Get to it. Stop worrying about the karmics. There's always going to be a karmic in your life. And do know that you are a karmic in so many other people's story. But you have to focus on you. Because trying to get them on the same page with you and trying to get them to correct how they are describing you in their story, that's going to take up so much of your time. And then you're going to realize how much time has went past and how many seasons has just left you by the wayside. So, Rebel, I love and I adore you. But we going to get you this one, and we going to get you this one, and we are going to send you on your way. It says, if you find yourself stuck in a situation you are unhappy with, ask yourself, why are you still there? Is it the fear of the unknown, leaving a toxic situation, or people can be the best thing you can do for your soul and your spirit? Leaving toxic situation and people can be the best thing for your soul. Leaving them behind can be the best thing for your soul and your spirit. Be fierce about it. Then you have slow down. So you got great shift. Great shift. It's up to you. And slow down. Slow down says pay close attention to the people in your life, your surroundings, and your physical health. Don't freak out. It's just a warning to be careful and awake to avoid any further issues. Communicate clearly and keep healthy boundaries. Rebels, this message was so clear. Go listen to Etta James, Trust in Me, and hear it as if, and as it is. The Spirit has that entire song as a message for you. Rebels, I love and I adore you, but go live your life and make it do what you need to do with your fighting spirit ass. Go Rebels.